April 18, 2016, began like any other in Midlothian, Texas. Inside the Creekside Church of Christ, darkness waited. Missy Bevers, a beloved mother, was about to become the victim of a senseless act of violence. As dawn approached, Missy arrived at the church to set up her Camp Gladiator class, unaware of the danger that awaited her. When her students began to arrive, they were met with a horrifying discovery: Missy's lifeless body inside the church. The church was now a crime scene. The tranquility of the morning was shattered. Who would target a mother and fitness instructor in such a brutal way? The search for answers began, a desperate attempt to bring justice to Missy. For Missy Bevers, that April morning was her final sunrise. The church's security cameras captured a chilling figure, someone in police tactical gear, wandering the halls before Missy arrived. Their walk was odd, feet turned out, movements clumsy, almost as if the gear didn't fit. The figure forced open a door, methodically searched rooms, and carried a hammer, the likely murder weapon. Was this a burglary gone wrong, or was Missy the intended target? The gear concealed everything: gender, size, identity. The killer's calm, deliberate actions suggested planning, not panic. This was no random intruder. This was a predator waiting for their moment. The surveillance footage, captured from the church's security system, became the heart of the investigation, offering a chilling glimpse into the moments leading up to Missy Bevers' death. It was a crucial piece of evidence that investigators hoped would unlock the truth. Police released the video to the public, hoping someone, somewhere, would recognize the killer's unique gait, the way they moved, any distinguishing feature that could break the case wide open. Tips flooded in from across the state, but the figure remained anonymous, a specter in the shadows, a ghost seen by all, known by none. The identity of the person in the video was a mystery that haunted the investigation. Investigators meticulously scoured the crime scene, every inch of the church, for DNA, fingerprints, anything that could link the perpetrator to the scene, and any trace evidence, no matter how small or insignificant it seemed. Missy fought back valiantly, but the killer vanished without a trace, leaving behind a void of unanswered questions. Detectives dug deep into Missy's digital life, scrutinizing her online activity, uncovering marital issues and strains, and flirtatious messages exchanged with others, but no clear motive emerged from the digital shadows. Her husband, Brandon, had a seemingly solid alibi, placing him out of town, but remained under intense public scrutiny and suspicion, a shadow of doubt lingering over him. A nearby surveillance camera, positioned outside a local business, caught a light-colored Nissan Altima, a detail that initially seemed promising, circling the area before the murder, a potential lead, but it soon became another frustrating dead end, as the vehicle's owner could not be definitively linked to the crime. The case was full of clues, a tangled web of possibilities, but none led directly to the killer, leaving investigators grasping at straws. The mystery only deepened, shrouding the case in an ever-thickening fog of uncertainty. Motive is everything, but in Missy's case, it's elusive. The killer didn't steal anything. This was personal, violent, targeted. Police scrutinized those closest to Missy, especially her husband, but he cooperated fully and was never named a suspect. Investigators explored jealous rivals, business conflicts, and even the possibility of a hired hit. Missy was well-liked, with no obvious enemies. The killer's disguise could have been a deliberate misdirection. Every theory, crime of passion, professional rivalry, targeted assassination, led to more questions. The truth remained out of reach. Investigators meticulously combed through every facet of Missy's digital life, leaving no stone unturned in their quest for answers. They were searching for any potential threats, any digital breadcrumbs, or any subtle clues that might shed light on the motive behind this heinous crime. Every email, every social media post, every search query was scrutinized. Amidst the sea of digital data, one message stood out: a creepy, anonymous note, filled with veiled threats and unsettling undertones, had been sent to Missy just days before her untimely death. The message sent chills down the spines of the investigators. Was Missy being stalked in the days leading up to her murder? Was she aware of the danger lurking in the shadows? The killer possessed intimate knowledge of her schedule, exploiting the vulnerability of her early morning routine and striking when she was completely alone. Police meticulously tracked the sender of the disturbing message, hoping to unmask the individual behind the veiled threats. But despite their best efforts, the digital trail led to a dead end, the sender's identity remaining shrouded in mystery. Missy's online presence painted a picture of a normal, active life, a dedicated fitness instructor, a loving wife, and a cherished member of her community. There were no obvious signs of danger, no indications of a troubled past, or any online interactions that might suggest a potential enemy. Detectives expanded their search, meticulously examining the digital footprints of those closest to her, searching for any connections or clues that might have been overlooked. But the killer, it seemed, had left no trace, skillfully erasing their digital presence and leaving investigators with more questions than answers. In the digital age, it's almost impossible to completely vanish. It's easy to leave a digital trail, a series of breadcrumbs that can lead investigators to the truth, or meticulously erase one, covering your tracks with precision and intent. The case remained a terrifying mystery, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of seemingly ordinary lives. Missy's brutal murder shattered Midlothian's sense of safety and security. Fear spread quickly. Parents grew ever more protective of their children, and neighbors grew increasingly suspicious of one another. The community rallied together, holding candlelight vigils and raising reward money, desperate for justice and some semblance of closure. Camp Gladiator mourned the devastating loss of a beloved leader. Early morning workouts now felt far more dangerous and unsettling. The church even moved locations, but the haunting memory of what happened lingered on. Each passing anniversary reignited those old fears and the deep grief. The still unsolved case left a deep wound that simply wouldn't heal with time. Until the killer is finally found, Midlothian sadly remains haunted by this tragedy. Years later, Missy Bevers' case is still unsolved. Despite viral footage and relentless investigation, the killer's identity remains a mystery. Theories abound: random act, targeted hit, personal vendetta, but none fit perfectly. The killer's bizarre behavior and disguise defy profiling. Police hope someone will break their silence. That guilt will bring the truth to light. Missy's family and community are left with pain and questions. Until the shadow in the church is unmasked, justice waits.